essentially, from what I have heard from you today, is that the strategic focus of these external actors in who are scrambling in Africa, their focus is balance of power and hegemony, as opposed to the 19th century divide rule. You asked what we Africans say behind your back. I will tell you what we say. Most of these external actors, they are using development, partnership, security, humanitarian intervention, and responsibility to protect fragile states. They are using that, guys, to exert their power or their influence in Africa. So if I were to look at partnership, because partnership by different countries, these external actors have claimed partnership. If I was to look at that, are African government reacting to these partnerships strategically, or are they just reacting to this global competition? What do you think?
I know it's a little bit about thinking. Actually, of course, I think at least to a certain extent, you are totally true about a certain level of hypocrisy on part of external actors. They have this big talk on development, partnership, and so on, and behind that is often just self-interest. So, and of course, that's not something we want to see. In that sense, although I don't want to appear as a ardent Trump supporter, I'm not. But so he's not that guy. He's just saying what he means, for the better or worse. But okay, that's a side aspect to that. But okay, that's things. And often, for instance, what I've discovered in development cooperation, maybe you should call it aid. No, it's also still self-interest on part of those who are employed in the development cooperation, because it's a quite decent way of making a living. Yeah. That's, by the way, no crime. What I said is, I'd say, interests are no crime most of the time. First, it's completely normal that you have self-interest.
Yes.
All three of us also have self-interest. I have a self-interest in earning money in my job or being a great professor or whatever. I have self-interest. Everyone has it. So it's normal and it's also healthy. It becomes unhealthy and problematic when you pursue your interest on the cost, or how do you say, of others.
Cost of other.
Yeah, that's the problematic part. I'd say it's good. It's good. It would be good on the part of external actors that they say, we have this interest. For instance, we need these critical raw materials because they are key for our technological products or whatever. So we are ready to pay a decent price for that. In return, you get this or that. And for instance, the African government said, look, that's a nice offer. However, this other guy knocked at my door yesterday and he offered more. So maybe you can think about also. So that's, God, that's business. That's okay. It starts to become problematic once you try to grab the critical raw materials without paying or by using any other kind of foul play. But I think that wasn't exactly your question. It was more on what you mean. What Africans should do first. I mean, they should also say, okay, this is our interest, and that's what we're doing, and that's also fine. First, it's fine. It's also knowing to play the field. It's also to know what's there beyond natural resources. One thing that works in favor of Africa is you have many countries. For that matter, for some reason, many countries want a lot of allies worldwide.
Yes.
And that's, of course, something Africa can use. You've seen that in all these votes in the General Assembly.
Yes.
And Africa is a big bulk of countries, like 50, because that's what we're interested in.